Okay, so the first one I want to take a look at is an ID selector. An ID selector is used to define an area of a page as opposed to something that's like smaller and a more individual style. Now you'll know it's an ID selector because in the style sheet it's always going to start with the pound or the hash symbol. An ID selector will look probably something like this. Now as I mentioned, the ID selector typically defines like an area on the page, like the top or the bottom or the side or a widget area. Now, when applied within the body of the web page, it's called on by using the term ID and would look something like this. Now, one thing to note about ID selectors is that you can make up any name that you want for these. These are not predefined names, so you're not going to find these in any kind of like CSS dictionary. So if you feel like calling the top of your page Snickerdoodle and the bottom of your page Kittywampus, go for it. Just make sure you spell it the same up in your styles as well as in the body of your file. So now this may not make a whole lot of sense at the moment, so just hang in there while we go through all the different selectors, and once we start applying them within the code of a page, I think it'll all start to click and make sense.